Sure.
How did you get
How
involved?
did I get involved? I happened to find a copy of Daily Word on the street one day, and I picked it up.
Well, literally on the street.
Literally on the street, that's right. At that time, I was a teenager, and you could walk down the streets of Chicago, and there'd be always people handing out things or trying to sell things. And occasionally, people would get things, I think, and just discard them. And I had a habit of picking things up off the street and taking them home, reading them, and decide whether they were any good or not, And I happened to pick up a copy of Daily Word. I don't think I actually read it immediately. I took it home and read it at some point afterwards, and it impressed me so much, it moved me so much, that I immediately went for a subscription, and for Unity magazine as well, and it's just sort of, I would guess about 1969.
Did you have any religious...
Yes, I was brought up a Catholic, and I was still, so I was in a high school that was Catholic, and I actually went to college, a Catholic college, for 4 years after that. So that was my, what I was brought up with. But I reached a point where I found that it was not, well, what I like to say is that it got in the way of my communicating with God. The rules and regulations weren't quite for me at that time, and the freedom that Unity gave me. Although having said that, it took me 12 months to actually decide that Unity was for me, because in the back of my mind I was frightened that I was going somewhere where I shouldn't be going, It was a very conservative version of Catholicism in our neighborhood that we were sort of brought up with. So I found once I was able to step into the freedom, it was brilliant, but there was a 12-month period where I kept asking myself, is this the right thing for me to do? Am I going to go to hell if I go down this path? But in the end, I decided that there's enough room in the world for everybody, and that would be all right for me to do that, and all right for everybody else to stay where they were, and neither of us were wrong. We just found our own ways.
I can't resist asking you how you're feeling about doing the prayer line, because I know although you've been involved in Unity for many years, perhaps longer than any of us, it's relatively recently you started working on the prayer line. How are you finding working on the prayer line?
I'm finding it privilege and an honor to be able to do that. I think having been a registrar and having to deal with people at vulnerable times in their lives has stood me in good stead to do this. I was nervous about taking it up because I thought, what if I say the wrong thing? What if I don't respond to somebody? What if they get upset at what I'm saying? And I think I had too much in my mind the calls that I used to take in my job, because you could say something with the best of intention and people would fly off the handle because of where they were, But I'm finding it easier and easier as each session goes by, and I'm able to riff, if you like, and go with it, which is what I wanted to do. I could watch Kimry do that, and I thought, mind you, she's been doing it for 13 years. 13 minutes is more like me, but I can do that now. I feel really good about that, and I feel good about connecting with people, and I feel like I can be a blessing. I can give back now, because Unity's given me so much. I can give back now. I can step up to this next phase of whatever it is that I'm doing.
Of course, you've retired, so you have more of a space.
That's right. I do have the space to do that, to do the studying as well, because I'm doing studying with Tom and studying for SEE as well. But I'm taking that one step at a time, because I don't really know what I want to do. I love the knowledge of it, but I have reached the point now where just acquiring the knowledge is not enough. You've got to it's got to be that fifth principle of actually doing it in the world. The scary bit, but it's got to be done. So
you've rowed your little boat out into the sea now.
You're enjoying
it.
I have rowed it. I'm still hanging on to the oars to make sure I can turn it around if I need to get back to shore. But and looking for maybe somebody to share the boat with me, but I have. And when I look at the world and see what people are standing up and expressing, I know if I'm ever doubtful of standing up and expressing, all I need to do is do that and see, sorry, but you know, an alternative has got to be expressed, and I can be that light, you know, I can be that light as we all can be, but I can allow myself, that's it, I can allow myself to be that light now, whereas before it was just a good idea, but everybody else could do it better than me, but now nobody can do it like me or as me, so that's how I look at it now.
Well, thank you so much.
Okay.
That was really delightful, Nancy, and good luck with that little journey, with that little.
Thank you very much.
and it's been a privilege to talk to you.
Thank you for asking me, Steve.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.